Are we on? 1 2 1 2 testing. I think we are live streaming. Hello. I look like a singer that is ready to sing, but I'm not. I think we are good. Check on the volume. Welcome to my channel, your channel, Clear Waters. We have a great conversation tonight about God did not create the universe. And why I think God did not create the universe, despite what everybody that believes in the God of the Bible says. Um, I'm just fixing some of the stuff on the stream. And yesterday's stream, I find out I make a few mistakes about putting some videos and not be able to see the videos or hear the videos. So hopefully I don't make the same mistakes today. But you know, this is live streaming, so anybody can make a mistake here. Let's just close some windows. Let's load on the computer. Excuse me. And I gotta make sure that that we can see the live stream, because I'm gonna try not to make the same mistakes. I'm learning. So I'm just heading to my dashboard for YouTube and just make sure that I can hear my voice on the live stream. Okay, so we have audio. That's good. I'm just going to close that window. And just, if you allow me, I'm going to move some stuff around. I have a better view. I don't know why I cannot move some of the windows. But this is going to be an interesting conversation about why I think that God did not create the universe, despite what believers in what a book says think. So I'm just gonna put on the chat the link in case someone wants to call in and have a conversation. I'm just getting the link. I'm gonna put it on the chat. Junior Coronado, man, we have someone on the live stream. Junior Coronado, hi. God is the light, the best, and the creator of the universe. Junior, sorry to tell you this, but you're wrong. The God of the Bible is not the creator of the universe. Sorry. You got that information incorrect. So I'm just putting here on the chat the link in case you want to have a conversation, a respectful conversation. God did not create the universe. Call in. To have a conversation. So that's the link in case you want to call in. I'm just putting that on the chat. I know you think that the God of the Bible, a character on a book, created the universe. But you're wrong. Conversation. Here we go. Okay, wait a second. Yes, that's the link in case someone wants to call in. I'm gonna pin that comment. Why I cannot pin it? Okay, so I think it's on the chat. Okay, so who did create this universe? Junior, I'm gonna show you who created this universe. This Chulum created the universe. So sorry, you're wrong. Thinking that the God of the Bible created the universe, it was Chulum. And that can easily be proof that Chulum created the universe. See? You thought, like a lot of people think, that the God of the Bible was the one who created the universe, but no, you're wrong. T. Guillen, God is real. Which God? You always in this channel have to tell which God. Gabriela Campos, hello, what are you doing? I am making a live stream to promote honesty, transparency, and decency. Hi, Gabriela. Hi, I can read your chats. There's a little bit of delay, but I can read them. Gabriela, sí, hablo español. Do you believe in God? T. Guillen asked me if I believe in God. Which God are you referring to? If you're asking me if I believe the God of the Bible, I no longer believe in the God of the Bible. I used to, Guillen. I used to believe, no more. I came back to being an honest human being. And when you are an honest human being, you cannot believe in God. Junior Coronado, God is the creator of this earth. Junior, I already show you that the creator of the earth is Chulum. So you have that information incorrect. Gabriela, sí hablo español, pero en este live stream hablo inglés, en este canal. Junior Coronado asked me why. Why what? Gabriela, thank you. Yeah, in this channel, I like to speak in English because I chose to do it for this channel. I have other channels that I speak Spanish. Mani Puri Flames, did you believe in any religion? Yes. Mani Puri, thank you for your question. Yes, I used to be a God believer from the Bible, but I stopped believing because I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the pretending that a God was real. It was taking a toll on my belief system. Gabriela Campos, yes, I'm bilingual. Yes, I speak with a strong accent, but believe it or not, I was born in the States. My name is Javier, and the name of this channel is Clear Waters because I'm trying to promote for people to be honest, to have some transparency, and to have some decency, especially for other people. Gabriela, Pensé que hablabas inglés. Gabriela, maybe you get to practice your English in this channel. You know, it's never too late to learn some English. Ides Ideski Blanco 777 writes, Jehovah, God, created the universe. Blanco, you're wrong. Jehovah did not create the universe. It was Chulum who created the universe. So you're wrong. Junior Coronado, who created the universe? It was Chulum. I am showing you the name. Chulum. That's the one that created the universe. So you are thinking about the wrong God. I don't know who told you that the God of the Bible created the universe. That's incorrect. So that's basically what this live stream is about. I'm trying to clarify to people that the God of the Bible did not create the universe. Who created me? Junior Coronado is asking me who created me. It was Chulum. Chulum created me. I can prove it to you. So I know. You are kind of like, man, this cannot be. I was worshiping the wrong God. You were. You are worshiping a character on a book. Manipuri Flames writes, it's better to believe in humanity rather than God. I'm an atheist from birth. Manipuri, I don't have my mind closed to the possibility that there's something or someone out there, but definitely it's not the God of the Bible. This God of the Bible is just a made up God, fake. Yeah, Junior Coronado, no, it was not. We can spend the whole night you saying no, I'm saying yes, you saying no, I'm saying yes. How can we determine who's correct, you or me? Which God created the universe? The God of the Bible, which is a character in a book, or the real God, Chulum? I know that probably you have never heard of Chulum, but you will hear more and more about Chulum because people are going to start adapting this new God in town, which is going to take over all of these violent religions, including Christianity. Prove it. That's easily. Just look at your hand. Look, that hand couldn't come up by itself. You know, you can grab things. Look at your eyes. They adapt to light. That's not by accident. That's by design. So you see, you look at the stars. You look at the universe. That was created by Chulum. There you go. You see? I prove it to you. Junior Coronado, me, I am right. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Junior Coronado writes clum or whether. Oh man, you're just using profanity. I know you are upset. You know, by writing profanity, you're not gonna make the character in the book named God in the Bible. You're not gonna make it suddenly be real by using this profanity. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. So, for now, Chulum continues to be the creator of the universe, the creator of you and me. I know it hurts because you've been believing in the wrong God for many years. That's tough, man. But what can I do? Mani Puri writes, yes, Christianity originated as an urban legend cult when Judaism are in its zenith. I love to read religious books and analyze it. Can you please give an introduction about Chulum? Sure, Manipuri. Something tells me that you are a person that likes to understand things. I'm always I always like this type of people, like to question, like to understand. So, Mani, nice. I made an entire video about Chulum, but I just give you a little bit about Chulum. Chulum is the real God, the creator of the universe. Is a God that does not depend on violence. He doesn't need you to love him. He doesn't want your love. With Chulum, there's no sacrifices, there's no blood, no demons, no devils, no hell, no heavens. Chulum just created you to be a human, and he leaves you alone being a human. There's nothing you can do to offend Chulum or to mock him or to do anything that is gonna stop him from being God. Desky Blanco, your explanation was limited. Um, I have not heard about it. Would love to learn. Manny, Chulum is the new god in town. He's taking over all other gods because Chulum is the only non violent god. Can you believe that? No sacrifices required, no killing, no violence. I'll be happy to tell you more about Chulum. So, God of the Bible, for people that believe that this character in the book is real, you are gonna have to be ready because less and less people are gonna be believing in this God of this Bible because more and more people are starting to come to the conclusion that the God is violent, the God is insecure, the God from the Bible has some mental problems. The God of the Bible, for some reason, feels very lonely, so he needs to be always in need to see what humans are doing and judging them. So more and more people are getting tired of this God of this book, so they are dropping from this religion. It was gonna happen sooner or later. You know, you can fool people, not forever. So more and more people are leaving Christianity and leaving this God. Stay away from it as far away as possible. Junior Coronado writes, okay, then search up who created the universe. I don't have to. I already know. I know because I know that Chulum created the universe. You see, I don't need to be searching or listening to other people to tell me who created the universe. It was Chulum. And I like it like that because, again, Chulum is a non violent God. The God of the Bible is very violent. So you get him upset, you mock him, and you pay the price. That's how loving this God from the Bible is. It's an awful God. I don't know what you're doing trying to be friends with a bully. Search up who was the creator of the earth. I'm telling you, look right there. It's Chulum. How can I tell you that Chulum is the creator of the universe? You just don't want to accept it. You are upset with Chulum because you need a violent God to tell you what to do. You cannot believe that there is a peaceful God that is not telling you what to do. Chulum couldn't care less what you do with your life. He created you to be humans, to make mistakes, to be good, to be bad, do whatever you want. I'm sorry, Chulum is not going to judge you. There's no afterlife judgment. You don't have to worry about this soap opera about God is going to judge you. God is going to judge you. No, with Chulum, you don't have to do that. You don't have to live in fear if you're going to be safe or not. So, Junior Coronado writes, He's trying to protect you from the devil, God from the Bible. No, Junior, you learn to say that. And I don't know why you are accepting this crappy information about a devil that scares you, that wants to scare you and wants to take you away from God and wants to deceive you. Ooh, there's a devil. It's all a big, humongous lie, Junior. It's just made up. It's just made to scare you. Because when once something or someone gets emotions out of you, man, you're controlled. So this God of this Bible, people are using it to control you. This is not about if the God of the Bible is real or not. The most important question is how long is it gonna take you to understand that this whole thing about the God of the Bible is made up? It just has the purpose to control you. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing else. So that he's trying to protect. God is not going to protect you. What for? Do you think that the God of the Bible is going to come out of the book and protect you from the devil mentioned in the book that is also going to come out of the book and attack you? He's going to paper cut you with the Bible? Junior Coronado, okay, laugh, but watch when the raptor happens. Man, Junior, you watch when the raptor happens, and you're going to find out that you were fooled your entire life. You wasted your entire life thinking that there was a loving God at the end of the road, and you found out that there's nothing. It must feel awful to find out wasting your life thinking that there's a horrible God that is supposed to be loving. You know, this is living a lie. How long is it gonna take you to understand that you're living a complete awful lie? It takes honesty and decency to be able to tell that these whole Bible stories are made up. Wait until the rapture happens. You learn to say that, and now you're repeating it like if it is true. Okay, that is your opinion, but wasting your life. That is correct. I am glad that we are starting to understand how this works, Junior. It is my opinion. Yours is your opinion. What you're reading on the book is someone else's opinion. You don't have to accept it. It's not real. Nobody, Junior, if you want to believe in a God because you need to believe in a God, why would you accept someone else's explanation of what God is? Why? You have no mind of your own. You're not smart enough. Someone has to tell you what God is. How about if God wants to have a personal relationship with you, but he can't because you're thinking that God is something else that he's not? You ruin it because you prefer to be fed. You know, God, he's going to protect you. Open your mouth. God is going to protect you from the devil. Oh, there you go. Oh, that feels good, huh? Feels good. God is going to save you. You know, at the end of the road, he's going to save you. You feel good. Spoon feeding you this information, and you're like, oh my God, my Lord and Savior, he's going to save me from the devil and the rapture. Like if we were children. I don't know how old you are, but at my age, I can recognize people lying. In yesterday's live stream, I played some videos which are I made some mistakes. I couldn't play them. But in those videos, I show you people lying to your face. People saying, "Yeah, God told me last night to tell you." Oh man, that's a nasty lie. The Holy Spirit told me Oh man, this is awful. So, Junior, I know it's hard to believe this, but people talking about God, they are just lying 100%. Why? Because they have other motives. They have other interests. And most people that talk about God, if you do some research, you will find out that they are talking about a God because they're making money out of it. If you make people feel something, feel emotions, people are going to give money or are going to give their energy away to whoever is talking about a God. I know when I find out about this, when I was a believer and I started to understand this sad information that everybody's pretending and lying because of fear, I feel very bad. I feel very lonely. I'm like, man, I cannot believe that the God of the Bible is just a big, humongous lie. Then is people is just using it to make money. So wait a second. You're saying to me that instead of making this channel Clear Waters to promote honesty, transparency, and decency, maybe I can put another channel called God Clear Waters, and I can start making money. Man, that's sad. On one of my previous live streams, I did a little research right in front of everybody that was watching that all these people that are talking about God, William Lane Craig, Frank Turek, the other astrophysicists, they all are making money talking about one of the particular gods available right now. So you can never and will never have an honest um, debate with any of these people because they are not interested in the God. They are interested in the benefits they get from talking about a God. I can show you to you. You can do your own research. Don't believe anything I have to say. But you can take the Bible, the book, and you can use it to manipulate people. You can use it to scam people. You can use it to scare people. You can use it to get money from people. That's the power of the book. Because with the character of God in the book, there's a lot of emotional content attached to the idea of a loving God that is going to protect you. So people invest their emotions and their feelings in the idea that there is a loving God that you cannot see because it's invisible, but that you will see it when you pass on. So you have to take your emotional money and bet it on red or on black that the God is real because you have no way of knowing that the God of the Bible is real or not. That's why you always have to refer to the book and not to the God. Do you understand how this works? That's why people say, yeah, we have to spread the gospel. They don't say spreading God. You have to spread the book. And I don't know about you, but when I used to have a Bible, it cost me money. So it is a business. Um, let me see, let me see. Yeah, just in case anybody wants to call in, I have a link on the chat. I have to pin it. I forgot to pin it. Let me see if I can pin it. Man, why can I cannot pin my own message? Wada 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 wada. At the top of the conversation on the chat, there's a link if in case anybody wants to call in. I'm gonna pin that message in just a moment. Let me see if I can pin it. Yes, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No. Well, I'm gonna write it again. There, and I'm gonna pin it. Pin message. So there's a link just in case anybody wants to have a conversation about God not being the one who created the universe. Let me close this window. Perfect. Man, 512 subscribers. Wow. Thank you for all the people that are subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you for all the people that watch my videos, that watch my shorts. Thank you so much. Like I say on my live streams and on my videos, do not subscribe to my channel, do not put a like, do not share my videos unless you think I'm providing something of value to you. I think that's how it's supposed to be. So in this channel, I'm trying to promote again honesty, transparency, and decency. Nobody's perfect, but we have to try and attempt to be honest, at least with ourselves. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to be honest with anybody else. Yubud here. Thank you for your message. Jesus Christ is Lord. I think what you mean to say is that Jesus Christ is your Lord. My Lord is Chulum. There it is. So there's other gods. I don't know why you chose one of the most violent gods, the one from the Bible. You like to be friends with the bully. Not sure why. Maybe you like to take risks. I prefer Chulum because Chulum is a non-violent god. There's no sacrifices with him, no sending any sons to be tortured, murdered. Nope. So Jesus Christ, no thank you. I am a peaceful human being. I'm not into violence, and Christianity is based on violence. You would hear God is not to be mocked. Why? God is not to be mocked. Why? Is he gonna put his holy food and trip me? Is he gonna destroy me like a cockroach? What is he gonna do if I mock him? I'm in trouble because I call the God of the Bible stupid, violent, insecure, petulant. I call him, I recommended for him to visit a God psychologist because he has some problems with insecurity. He's way too violent for my taste. So I went way beyond mocking the God. Way, way more beyond mocking the God. So if you mock the God, you will pay a price. But because I don't believe in the God in the book, I don't participate in this violent religion. You see how that works? You are in it. So don't mock God because you will pay the price. That doesn't apply to me. Thank you. I believe in other God which his name is Chulum, which is the creator of the universe, the creator of you and me, a non-violent God. You can mock Chulum, you can call Chulum stupid. He doesn't care. He's not gonna do anything to you. Unlike the God of the Bible, if you mock him, he's gonna destroy you like a cockroach, crush you, dead, gone, see ya, bye bye, sayonara. Because God is very loving. He loves you. Oh man. So you are involved with this God, with this book. You are in serious trouble because you are cursed. You are cursed with the God curse. Once you know about God and Jesus and you were not aware of God and Jesus before, the moment someone tells you about God and Jesus, you are cursed because now you have to participate in a game that you didn't ask to participate. You're obligated. Now you have to start jumping through hoops to save your soul because you're going to be tortured for eternity in a very loving way. Yep, yep. So Chulum is the creator of the universe. I know that's a tough one. If you're a God believer, you have a tough time accepting that because I know you have been fooled for a very long time. Well, you can ask me questions. You can tell me what you think, as long as it's being respectful. I think one of the viewers got a little bit excited and start with some profanity. But like I say to him, profanity is not gonna make the God real. So I don't know why he's using profanity. But it's understandable that someone will get mad if you tell them that the God is not real because sadly, and I don't make fun of this, sadly people find out that their feelings are dependent on the idea that the God in the book is real. So you are emotionally invested in this idea. Once the idea goes away, the source of feeling good goes away and people start feeling empty. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But someone might say, but Javier, what do you gain from just telling these people that are saying that the God of the Bible is real? Why would you just accept it? And why are you telling them the opposite? Why are you telling them that there is another God, which is the opposite of the God of the Bible? Because in order to believe in a God, you had to sacrifice some honesty in your system, and that, as humanity, put us in a tough spot because you have to lie, you have to pretend, you have to be dishonest in order to believe in any God. And I don't think as humanity we're not gonna go very far by lying to ourselves. If you're lying to yourself about a God, you're gonna lie to anybody. You're gonna lie to your family, you're gonna lie to your friends, you're gonna lie to the people in your country, you're gonna lie to anybody. And I have proven this on my videos by showing you people talking about God and just plainly lying. You would hear writes, I don't try to call you names or start the argument. Know the truth and it will send you free. That's interesting, Ubud here, that you will write. First of all, thank you for not calling names or start an argument. It's not necessary. I think we're being respectful. But you write, know the truth and it will set. I guess you put send you free. I guess you're right. You meant to write set you free. Know the truth and it will set you free. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for correcting. That's interesting, Ubud, that you would write that to me, because sometimes it happens, and I have learned in my years being on this earth, that you will see in other people what you do not want or cannot see about yourself. If you have someone around your life, a family member, a spouse, a coworker, or anybody that is constantly giving you a hard time, or brings negative emotions in your life, try to look inside yourself and why you are attracting these people, this person, or these situations. You know, uh, you telling me that know the truth and it will set you free, that could apply to you. I was set free the moment I was honest with myself. When I was a believer, I would constantly have to be lying to myself that the God was real when I didn't have anything to tell me that there was a God. So I even said to myself, you know what, Javier? Okay, I'm being honest with myself. This stuff about the universe, it couldn't come up by itself. It's just an assumption. We don't know that the God of the Bible created the universe. So that's just a repeating point that I'm saying to everybody. It could not be true or untruth. So let's just hang in there by belief, by faith, okay? Because there's no any proof. And when I was honest with myself also about the believing, I'm like, wait a second. Why do I have to believe? Why is it required for me to believe that the God of the Bible is real? So you're saying to me that my salvation depends on my belief on what a book that was written 2000 years ago says? I think that's a little bit unfair. Why God doesn't appear to me like it did to Moses or Jesus? That will give me a better chance. Do you see, Ubud, when I started to ask questions and have conversations with myself, I'm like, man, I think something smells fishy here. That's when I understand that the Bible, the God of the Bible, doesn't want you asking questions. He tells you, read the book. All the answers are in the book. That's why I wrote the book. That's why the book was inspired by me. I'm like, wait a second. The God in the book is telling me that in the book are all the answers, because the book was inspired by the God that is mentioned in the book. I'm like, wait a second. This is all circular. Everything goes back to the book. If you want to tell anybody about God, guess what? You cannot point to the God. You have to give them the book. And Ubud here, I just explained to you how like you wrote, I understand the truth and it set me free. I no longer have to pretend like you do. It's a very heavy weight to carry around, because there's going to be people like me that are going to see you and exactly know what you're going through. You have to constantly be marketing, validating the God, convincing other people of the God. Why? Why, if you have a girlfriend or a wife, why do you have to be convincing people that you have a relationship with your wife? You couldn't care less if someone tells you, no, you're not married. I'm like, well, think whatever you want. But why do you have to explain to me and tell me that the truth is going to set me free? Why? To convince me that your belief in a God is accurate? I've been there, done that. Sorry, Ubud here. There's nothing. So, nothing in the book. I think that there is something out there that the book is preventing you from finding out. I find out myself. I started putting stuff together. I'm like, you know what? I think the book is trying to prevent me from understanding life more. Just in case I said, you know what, God, thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much for being my God and my serve you, my savior. But I have come to the point that I think the book is hurting me. Um, so just in case, please forgive me, but I'm out of here. I don't want to be part of this game anymore. I think I need to move, explore, and discover. And this book is not allowing me to do any of this stuff. So, thank you. Goodbye. Sayonara. Very respectfully, I give thanks. I'm gone. Ubud here, Xavier, you are intelligent person. Um, for some things, I might be a little bit smart. For other things, man, I gotta learn so much. I gotta learn because I'm not very smart for a lot of things. So I got some learning to do. I actually think that one of the reasons I have this live stream is to have conversation with smart people, people that are interested in health, improving health, and in are interested in money. You know, because we live in an economical earth, everything depends on money, unfortunately, and have conversations with people regarding relationships, relationship with yourself, with your family, with your spouse, even with a God. And that's why we're talking about here about a God, because I think believing in God is ruining humanity. If you are able to create a God that you do not have to provide evidence, then I created my own God and I do not have to prove it to you. I'm going to start creating churches about Chulum in every country. And I'm going to start spreading the word about Chulum so anybody can make up. And when someone tells me, Javier, can you prove? Can you prove that Chulum is real? No, I don't have to. But if you want proof, just look at the universe. You see, that was created by Chulum. Junior Coronado, hey, their God is TH. I have not, I don't know, no idea what you're saying. So, yeah, Ubud here. Thank you for the compliment. I think I haven't had a conversation with you yet. I'm just reading your comments. And just by you writing and expressing your thoughts tells me that you also could be a smart person because the way you write. Find the video. Ubud here writes, find the video of what the smartest person alive in modern days say about God. Oh yeah, I saw it. Are you referring to the guy with the highest IQ? I saw it. That's that video proof that you can be extremely smart on some things and you can be the dumbest person on others. If you are smart and intelligent about everything, that's another thing. Which, if we're referring to the same guy that I saw the video being interviewed about God, I found that his answer was very lame. Even if he has experience and he says, you know what, because of my intelligence, I experienced God, I'll be like, man, good for you. What do you want me to do? No, Javier, but I'm the smartest person on earth. I have the highest IQ. I'm like, does that gonna make the God in the book real? Do you have any proof that the God of the book is real? Or you're just gonna tell me that because you are the smartest person on earth, the God is real. I have probably 2% of your intelligence enough to ask you, do you have any proof? Yes, the proof is I'm very smart. I'm out of here. Who would hear, a few live streams back, I think it was 2 days ago, there was a person, a very kind person. I remember his name, username was Pioyo. And he was trying to somehow refer me to the Quran as being, uh, in a way, proof that the Allah was real. I think he's doing the same thing as you're doing in his version of his God. When I read the passages that he was telling me to please read, I read them on the live stream. I'm like, are you serious, man? So by reading these passages on the Quran, what am I supposed to do with these passages? To start believing that Allah is real and the Quran? No, man, come on. You know what the big problem is? I have thoughts. I can think. I'm just not a person that you're gonna um, feed some information and I believe in the God of the Quran. No, no, come on, man. We can have respectful conversations as adults about the possibility of something being out there. Michelle Davis, Guitar Princess. L created the universe. Who's L? EL? Whichever you're referring that created the universe, the God that created the universe is Chulum. No other God created the universe. Can be easily proven. No, it was not the God of the Bible that created the universe. That's a big, humongous lie. That's the incorrect God. That's a fake, made up God. The real God is Chulum. You can see it right there. His name is right there. Chulum, the God of the universe, the creator of the universe. L is Father. Mm, let me see what you're trying to say. Let me do a little research here. Yahweh. Probably if you write it correctly. In historical and archaeological studies of ancient Near Eastern religions, El or Il was the supreme deity and patriarch of the Canaanite pantheon, and is often considered the father of many lesser gods, including, in some contexts, Yahweh. Michelle, I'll prefer Chulum because Chulum is the creator of the universe, not Yahweh. This can be proof that the God of the Bible is fake. It's not the real God. It's Chulum. And I can prove it to you. So, Michelle, it's just ancient mythology. Yeah, okay. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying with that message. Yes, definitely. Now that I look it up and I expanded the window, yes. You see, I like doing these live streams because sometimes I learned some new things. And I remember hearing about Yahweh and reading about it, but it's been a very long while since I heard about Yahweh and El or Il. So I'm looking at document that's talking about deities, the father context. This has something to do with Israel, apparently. Yeah. Judaism and Christianity consider El and Yahweh to be the same God. Historical analysis point to El as the head the deity and father figure in the early wow, that's a tough word, polytheistic phase of Israelite religion. Hmm, interesting. Interesting. And there's some images um, of eel. Nice. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing this. Thank you. Very kind of you. You know, while I'm talking, it's been what nah, man, it's gonna be an hour since I started this live stream. Wow. You know, sometimes when I talk, something happens to time. I thought that I spoke like for 20 minutes and it's been an hour. Wow. I like at some point in my live stream to show some of the videos that I have made before, like Manny Pacquiao saying that God talked to him. It was just lying, making stuff up. I saw his video. I also made a video about Air India crash. That why I thought that the pilots were not to be blamed for the accident. This was something very interesting for me because I have to do a lot of research to make those videos. Religious emotional blockage. Yeah, religion will block. Um, I don't even remember that video. Christian baptism problem, big humongous problem. John Lennox is very old now. He's a cool guy defending God. And Joe Rogan said, "What? Joe Rogan believes in Jesus Christ. I don't know why. What for?" But those are some of my videos that I have made before. Let me go back to my solo camera, which is blinking. I always say that I'm going to fix that. I never fix it. Um, I remember yesterday when I was showing some videos in YouTube, I had a problem where you cannot hear the audio on the live stream. So if you allow me, I'm going to check on that real quick. I got to find my own, excuse me, I'm going to drink some water. Uh, excuse me. I threw the water on my shirt. It don't matter. So I gotta find my own live stream. Lower the volume a little bit. Make sure I can hear my own live stream. I don't think anybody's in the live stream right now, so I can take advantage of that. Live. There you go. I'm gonna mute the microphone for a moment. so I can do this. So I'm talking right now, trying to fix the audio issue of not being able to hear the music and the videos from YouTube that I'm showing. So let's try it like this. Man, I have no idea why the audio is not playing. Maybe someone watching will guide me on how to do this. I'm using OBS. I've been using OBS for the past, this week, I think. I started this week on Monday. I have not been able to fix the audio issue. And I gotta fix this. I'm gonna change the so there's music playing in the background, but I cannot hear it. Nope. Why not? Audio monitoring. Monitor off. Maybe because of the track. Can you hear it now? I gotta fix this problem. There's music playing on the background, but I cannot hear it on the live stream. Anyways, I gotta fix that some other time, not right now. So this live stream has the purpose to promote honesty, transparency, and decency. So that's what we're saying, that God did not create the universe. To please stop believing that. How is it possible for a character on a book to be able to create the universe? Not possible. So I've been live streaming for 1 hour. There's been some interesting conversations on the chat. Thank you for all that are participated and have asked questions. So on the last part, probably like for 10, 15 minutes, I'm just gonna focus on the chats, just in case anybody wants to ask me a question or leave a comment. Or if you want to call in to have a respectful conversation. If not, in the meantime, I'll do some of my journaling that I like to do. I'll be looking at the chats. Man, I gotta fix that problem with the audio, because it's important for me when I show videos. Like yesterday, I was showing some videos in YouTube and the audio was null. You still doing this, Carlos Rodriguez? How you doing? I'm still promoting uh, honesty, transparency, and decency. Yes, I'm still doing this. Actually, there's more people that have subscribed, so I think little by little, more people are getting interested in this subject of the problematic of believing in God. Carlos, today we talk about God did not create the universe. How is it possible for a character in a book to be able to create the universe? So that's not possible. And Carlos, if you're still there, I not only speak about gods, I speak about other things. I'm still waiting for someone to prove that the God of the Bible is real. I don't think it's going to happen. That was my journaling. So I think I'm gonna call it here. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. That's enough for me. Nobody else asking me questions on the chats. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your comments. And I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thank you.